Hey guys, so I'm out at the creek at Qualchan today and I am working on my short putting. I'm sure some of you like me struggle with our 3 and 4 footers at times, and so today I just wanted to share kind of what I do to practice those so that you can hopefully improve your short putting as well. So stick around and I will show you my process. Okay, so now that I've got my station set up, this is where I begin. And so this putting mat, it's the Wellputt putting mat. If you need one, I'll link it in the description. I have no affiliation with them, but if you need one, get it. What it primarily focuses on is face and path control, the biggest primary being path, okay? And so I struggle a lot. I tend to hit a lot of putts out here off near the toe, right? Not in the center of the club face. So I'm constantly working on my path to try to get centerness of contact improved because path is going to affect that a lot, okay? It also has some images on it that help you square the club face up to your target line and keep a square club face through there. So kind of my process, if you will, is when I set up to it, I don't hit any balls to begin. I just set the tees up in the mat and I start two-handed to see how I'm making my stroke for the day. So I'll start two-handed, back and through with the whole goal of missing the tees, okay? So I'll do this, I don't know, probably 10 or 15 times, give or take, and making sure that on each stroke I'm missing those tees. And I don't know if you can hear it or not, but on some of these I'm just clicking the tees. So maybe a little more concentration. After I do that 5 or 10 times two-handed, then I go one-handed. And so now I'm just going to go with my right hand. I'm going to put my left hand in my pocket or behind my back. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to go right-handed and see if I can train my right hand. So that was pretty good. I didn't hit anything. Okay. So I'm just going back and through one-handed, trying to ingrain this movement pattern. Okay. So really getting a lot of reps in here, trying to ingrain it. I'm just barely nicking the tees. It's not bad. Okay. But I'm just working on that stroke. So again, 5 or 10 of those, and then I'm going to put a ball down. And I'm just going to try to make the exact same stroke. So here we go. I'm going to set up. Not hitting any of the tees. And I might challenge myself here to where maybe I try to make 5 or 10 in a row. Okay, so I'll set a goal. For me, it'd be 10. Maybe you try 5 to begin, where you make all 5 putts while missing all of the tees, never clicking a tee. Okay, so if you keep clicking tees like that one, I just clicked the tee. Don't be afraid to go back a step. Okay, this is what I do. And I just practice without a ball so I can put 100% concentration in my swing path and how I'm swinging the putter. Okay, so here we go again. Boom. Okay, so again, make 5 or 10 in a row, set a goal, try to get it. Then you're going to go to the next piece of what I do, okay, which is I'm going to take these 3 golf balls and I'm going to bring you guys to a different hole. So we'll check this out. Okay, so the next thing I do is then I kind of go to work on testing myself, okay, and just seeing if I can make quite a few 3 and 4 foot putts, okay. Now, something I'm always working on, and this is kind of a system I've learned from other players and other coaches, is just actually putting effort into the green read, because a lot of times on our short putts, we don't read the putts enough, right? And so I see a lot of players, they just walk up, they smack it, they miss it, they get frustrated, and it's like, well, let's put a little more effort into it. There's still going to be a little bit of curve. Granted, not a lot of curve, okay? So I'm going to give you a simple green reading system for these short putts. So this is how it works. I'm just going to come over to this one first. And what you're going to do, and it needs to be quick, you don't need to take a lot of time, is you're just going to stand in the middle of the putt and see what you feel in your feet. Do you feel any slope anywhere, okay? If you feel flat, you're just going to rate that 0, meaning it's a straight putt, okay? If you feel a little bit of slope, then that's going to be rated at a 1, okay? Or you could even think of it as right edge of the cup, okay? So you could rate it a 1 or right edge of the cup. If you feel severe slope, it's a 2 or a ball outside. So you have straight, you have the right edge of the cup or the high side of the cup, I'm sorry. So you got a straight center cut, edge of the cup, high side, or one ball out of the cup, okay? So that's how I rate these putts. So like this one is very, very flat. And then at this point, I play with lines, okay? And I use these lines on short putts, okay? So I've got a triple track on here. If it's a 0 putt, meaning flat, I'm just gonna aim that red line, that red center line, directly in the center of the cup, okay? So I'm gonna come back here, I'm gonna line that baby up right in the middle of the cup. I'm gonna take a step or two back to make sure it's right. It is. I've practiced and perfected my path and my face for the day, so I can just trust that, get lined up correctly, make my stroke, okay? And it goes in. I'm gonna go through the same process here. Okay, what does this feel like? It feels like a slight slope right to left, just barely. So I'm gonna aim like right edge of the cup, just inside of the right edge. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, aim my line right edge of the cup. I'm gonna double check it. That looks excellent. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna trust my stroke. Good. Same process on this one. Okay, I feel just a little bit of break right to left. So I'm gonna aim at the right edge of the cup, get my line aimed at the right edge. Take a look, looks really excellent. And I'm gonna trust my stroke once more. 3 for 3. I like to go in sets of 10 is really what I like to do. And so I'd set up maybe 10 golf balls or 10 locations. You can use pennies or tees to mark it at 3 feet all the way around the hole. So I'm getting a lot of practice, and I'll probably jump around as much as I can while I'm hitting those putts, because I don't want to just hit the same putt over and over again. I want to get as much variety in there as I can, and I'll make it a goal to go 10 for 10. Okay, so that's the other piece of advice I'm going to share with you is when you're practicing, and when I practice, I'm constantly trying to apply pressure. So after I've gone through the technique station, after I've checked and make sure everything feels good, I apply pressure, lots of pressure. And so I'll say, I need to make 10 out of 10 here. And if I don't make 10 out of 10, guess what? I got to start over. Okay, so try to get your goals achieved before leaving the practice facility. That will help a lot. Let me know in the comments what kind of content you want to see. This is just kind of the direction I'm going a little bit, and I want to hear what you want to practice, right? What do you need help practicing? What are areas of your game that maybe you struggle with and you don't know how to practice it? Just leave me a comment below and I'll make a video about it. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.